In 3 hours, I'm going to beat you up. Yassine sat down in front of the TV. This morning I didn't do things right. One of his eggs wasn't perfect.
For 4 years, Morgan Saliman was the victim of domestic violence. Abuse that she writes about in her book, He Stole My Life. Published in 2015, she describes the psychological and physical torture that thousands of women in France are still subjected to.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning. He'd say to me, in 4 hours, I'm going to beat you. And all morning, he'd repeat it. In 3 hours, you've only got 2.5 hours left. Think hard about what you did. 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, and then 10 minutes before he'd say, you've only got 10 minutes left.
Morgan filed a complaint with the police 12 times against her partner at the time, before he was finally sentenced to a year behind bars.
When I'd file a complaint, the police would say he'll be brought in 3 weeks' time. That isn't reassuring. It's in the right now. It's that second, and not in 3 weeks when maybe things will be right again. How do you go home just to be left wondering, are the police going to come or not?
Upon his release, Morgan's former companion tracked her down and beat her up again. It took years for her to feel a semblance of safety. For her, the government's idea of putting tracking bracelets in place to enforce restraining orders is a good step, as long as the surveillance, she says, is focused on the abusers and not the victims.